Hi, and welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast. Today is Monday, February 4th, and if you are still a year behind, it is 2013.
I keep putting 2031 on all my paperwork.
I decided at work apparently that we were just going to skip February and go into March because I keep now putting 3, whatever the date is, 2013. So apparently I don't want it to be February.
Well, apparently I think it's 20 years later or something.
So,
well.
But
that's Talia.
yes, and I wasn't sure if I had said everything I wanted to do.
Plurk and Ravelry.
No, never mind. My name is Talia. I'm also known as Franciscan Gypsy on Plurk, Ravelry, and everywhere else.
I'm Marlisha, Lady Fernico on Ravelry and on Plurk, and Shadowlight or Shadowlight 1 on The Writer's Voice, and I think on Writer's Village as well.
Pen, Hook, and Needles has a Ravelry group. Please join. We like having people. We like conversation.
It'll be fun. We have a Cal coming up, so we'd love to see you.
We are also on Blip, Blogger, and WordPress. And there's a lot of sheen on this laptop today.
I think we have more sun today or something.
I mean, it's not a lot of sheen that you guys can see. It's just a lot of sheen for us.
We get a lot of the imaging.
Yeah. Anyway, we're trying our new setup where we're drinking instead of doing more of the knitting. It didn't work really well last time.
It's very cold back here today, even though it's warmed up a little.
I am drinking Taylor's of Harrogate Blackberry and Elderflower tea. I haven't had this in a while.
Smells good.
Well, I will be drinking it. I don't like my tea piping hot. I like to have some taste in my mouth, and you can't do that if you're drinking something that's boiling.
Sure you can.
Your mouth ends up boiling. So
that is not, in fact, true. It burns, but it doesn't boil.
And you can't taste anything when your taste buds are burned off.
I have chai tea, Michelle.
And Mom is under the mistaken assumption that she can drink boiling water. Flavored tea.
This is not, in fact, water. It's chai tea, and it's not that hot. When I want something hot, I want it hot. When I want it cold, I want it cold.
When I want it hot, I want it hot.
And when I want it cold, I want it cold. For those of you who don't get the reference, that's from The Quiet Man.
Paraphrase,
yes.
He's actually talking about alcohol and water.
Yes.
Michelin Flynn. Okay, anyway, quick week in review. I think I worked every other day. So.
She did work every other day, and my birthday has finally come to an end. Like I said, around here, the birthdays last a week, so her birthday lasted from the 19th till the 29th? No, the 19th to the 26th.
Yeah.
And then mine picked up on the 30th, and we're just ending now.
Yeah.
So that's the way things go in this place.
And I worked every other day, so, ouch. Actually, I'm more knitting than I expected with that. Every second I had free, I've had some knitting in my hands. Slept a lot, too, though. I thought I was coming down with a bug. Because everyone at work has been sick.
We made her sleep as much as possible except for Saturday.
You didn't really have to make me do anything.
She zonked out every time she sat down. But she did pretty well on Saturday when she didn't really sleep much at all. We were out and about. But we'll tell you more about that later.
When I want to leave Hobby Lobby because I'm so tired, you know that I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
What were you about to say?
That comes later.
Let's go into whips. Well, before we do our switching off back and forth, which we decide we're going to do this from now on, I have actually frogged a few things.
Yeah, we should invite them to get their tea.
Yes, we should.
Yes. Get your tea, your coffee, your hot cider.
Put in some pots, grab your tea, coffee, hot chocolate,
whatever
it is you want to drink.
And you're knitting and crocheting or whatever.
So that way, if you choose to knit along, crochet along, tea along, drink along. Please
drink along.
Well, drinking.
She's advocating drinking. I just said tea.
Well, unless you snort tea, you're going to be drinking it. I'm sure there's someone who's figured out how to get high on tea.
No, undoubtedly, but not liquid. Anyway.
Well, the tea bag.
Anyway, we're getting silly. Please get your tea or your coffee or whatever it is you'd like to drink
Please
or
don't
eat.
snort your tea.
That would be gross.
That might cause a hospital visit. I'm not sure what that would.
But and then join us again. Go ahead, Ty. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, so presumably you have paused us already and have gotten your hot beverage of choice, or your knitting, crocheting, and we were talking about frogging.
Ribbit.
My dad is latched on to this term back when we first started talking about frogging, when we got used to the terminology. If you are a new knitter, crocheter, frogging, well, that's when you rip it back. You ribbit.
Ribbit.
So, yeah.
We like it.
Dad thought that was incredibly
funny
or something. So whenever we talk about the podcast, he's like, well, you're going to let me be on it? And we're like, yeah, sure. He's like, I'll just talk about frogging.
And enough about that. Now we'll frog.
So he doesn't really know what it means.
Well, he knows what it means, but
he
knows what it means.
It gives him a weird...
it's like a kid who goes and he says, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's a funny word. Ha 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 ha. And that's kind of like what it is. He's like, frogging. That's funny. Ha ha ha.
I was thinking more like kids just hear the word fart and just like laugh.
Well, that works too.
I can't think of any boy that would just go supercalifragilistic.
I didn't say boy. I said kid.
Okay, well,
and not a goat.
Yeah.
All goats they are ba. Or is it sheep?
I'm sorry. I just finished watching Holiday with Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn, and she's talking about how she's a black sheep in the family. He's like, bah! And she's like, that's a goat. And later on, he's talking about something about a goat, and she goes, bah! He's like, that's a sheep.
You gotta love that. They have good timing together.
So that's what I thought of when you did that, because I just watched it. That was one of the movies I watched where I couldn't fall asleep. Anyway.
Moving on.
Yes.
Frogging.
So you sounded like a goat per Katharine Hepburn.
Or a sheep according to
Cary Grant. Yes. Well,
yeah.
Okay, anyway. So what I frogged. I frogged the Jewel Magic. Now, I love the yarn. I'm not really into super lacy shawls. I don't know where I'd wear it. It was the Damask by Kidman Figueroa. Very beautiful shawl.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Just not my kind of project at this time, at least. I kept putting off working on it. So, and I also last week I started the slants mitts by Cookier. I don't know what it is about fingerless mitts, gloves of any sort. I get to a certain point and I get bored, and then I'm like, nah, I don't feel like working on this anymore. I rip them out. That's what I did with this. So.
I don't think I frogged anything, did I?
No.
No, we talked about it, but I don't think I frogged anything. I keep talking about possibly frogging my Blue Heaven sweater, but haven't done it yet.
Hot!
Yes, hot tea is generally hot.
Oh my gosh.
Your eyes are watering.
I like to have taste. Ow. My mouth is numb.
Novocaine in your teeth?
Lidocaine.
Go on.
Hold on a second.
Oh dear. I will go on if she's not.
Go ahead.
Are you having anything else to frog or?
That's all I frogged.
Okay. I only worked on one. Well, no, that's not true. I worked on several projects, 3 to be exact, 3.5. But only one I can talk about, and that's the Nicole. And I really didn't do a lot on the Nicole because I was kind of quasi-monogamous on the other projects that are in my FOs. So I didn't bring my Nicole out here, which is the half log cabin ombre blanket by Pearl Soho. I just didn't do much on it, not enough to show you. I mean, I keep showing you the same thing, and I move a couple of inches, so it's not worth looking at again. What about you?
Oh, okay. So I have the Heavenly Sapphire, which is the twin set sweater and cardigan by Claire Montgomery. I think. Oh, did I actually put the book in here too? I guess I did this time.
I think my bag's almost as big as that one.
I think it is too.
Not quite, maybe.
No, I think it might be bigger.
It's not the same size, but I think yours is a little wider. Sorry.
But yours stands up better.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's And I'm making it for Mom from the book Knitting Vintage. You've seen this book 20 million times. But if you're new to the group, oh, by the way, if you're new to the group, welcome.
Yes, and if you're not new to the group, welcome back. We're glad you're here.
And by group, I mean podcast.
Well, yeah, you know what you mean. Hi.
Hi. Thank you for coming by.
We're glad to have you.
So, let's see if I can show this without. That's the
Maybe a little
twin
closer.
set.
There you go. Looks like glare on there.
I think the glare is partially our screen.
Maybe it's that light over there. I don't know.
No, it was like that before. So that's the pattern. Did I say what needles I'm using? Oh, probably. I think I'm on the US 5s right now because I used US 3s for the ribbing and US 5s for the actual pattern. So I'm keeping the book and like all my supplies in the pod blue bag, my Nightwing bag. He's got a wrinkle on him. Yes, he is awesomeness. Very cute. Hey, I am a huge Nightwing fan. He's always
this young lady has Nightwing on her plate, her license plate,
and several Nightwing comics. I don't like the way he. New 52 is good. I like the artist, but I don't necessarily care for the way they've handled the storyline and the backstory.
Yeah.
But within the Nightwing bag, in my Batgirl, Supergirl, Wonder Woman bag, I'm keeping the actual project
with all the booms and bams inside.
Yeah. Yes.
I really like that.
And this is a Tangerine Designs bag.
Casey, you need to make a bag with that on the outside too, because I think that would sell well. It's so cute.
That reminds me, I need to. Let's see. I mentioned Pod Blue. I'm trying to keep track of who I say things about, so that way I can link them.
I have to send you my show notes.
Yes, you do. Pod Blue. Isn't that a
You're thinking of the movie?
Yes.
No, it's Cat Baloo.
Cat Baloo. Okay.
Jane Fonda.
And Tangerine Designs. Okay.
It's cold back here, so this is good. Nice and hot.
Okay, anyway, the project itself, which you presumably wish to see. I have begun armhole shaping. This is a sweater that you piece together. I'm actually working not on the sweater part, but like the short sleeve part.
The short sleeve? What?
This is not on
I see. I see what you're saying. I thought maybe it was the front section of it.
No, this is the back.
Oh, okay.
And I'm facing the wrong side at you. Sorry, this is...
Boy, that is so pretty. And now it looks more blue.
Yes, it does.
It looks very blue. This is more of a true color.
Yes, it is.
When we come at this time of day, you get the true color for some reason.
And as you can see, I'm starting the shaping for the armhole. And the same thing on this side. But I'm in the middle of a row because I am.
Lindsay alert.
Yes, this is a Lindsay alert.
Poor Lindsay has become infamous.
More than famous.
Infamous. I was talking to Rena about that because I got stopped by that lady from church whose little boy wants to learn how to knit. And so I told her where to find us. And she said, "Oh, you're Marlicia." I said, "Yeah." Because I told her about the prayer team.
Yeah.
I said, I come out with the be like, "I'm not famous. I'm infamous. More than famous." It's like, Mom.
She used to like that movie.
She does like. She still likes that. She was laughing about it.
Oh, okay. Your turn.
I do not, in fact, have any other whips. I have FOs.
Okay, well, don't FO out.
Okay.
I probably should have started with the whips, but my mouth was burned all the time.
Yeah, just finish up your whips and we'll go with the FOs.
Okay, so the next whip is Christine socks, which are the Simple Skip socks by Adrian Koo. And I didn't realize I was off the camera.
Here it is, over here. See, you can't see.
And making for me using US2 DPNs and Wild Hair Fiber Studio in the blue-pink colorway. So
I think we should rename that to something else. Colorway.
But there's already a sky blue pink.
Oh, it can't be sky blue pink. It has to be something else. Because it's so pretty, and that's just so prosaic.
Now I haven't done anything on the second sock that I started because I turned the heel, I'm out of the gussets, and I'm just in the leg itself now. So I've been just knitting along on the leg. I figure I'll save the other sock for when if they allow me to take my wooden knitting needles out for jury duty, jury pool. At least I figured they'll let me have my wooden needles more than the metal ones. So I'm like about here.
What if it looks so tiny?
Yeah, it does. I've had people ask me if it's for a baby, and I'm like, that's the heel.
But it still looks thin.
Yeah, but
it'll stretch. Yeah, it'll stretch.
It fits. But yeah, I'm about here.
I didn't realize it had an actual cuff.
Yeah, I'm about here on my other one. So I have quite a bit of sock to work on for the other one, which will be good for jury pool. And this is where I am on the foot. So I have a nice distance to go.
I'm sorry. This reminds me, we just watched Puss in Boots, and this reminded me of the little goose that lays the golden egg. Yes, we were watching movies this weekend. Sorry.
I didn't join you guys for that movie.
You were asleep.
But yeah, that is my sock. That had been my work knitting for the most part, and I'm going shopping knitting and things like that. Put this back in here. Oh, and it's in my Batman bag by Cloverbird.
Yes, Cloverbird.
I love this bag. I think I have Cloverbird mentioned elsewhere as well, so I know to mention her. Okay. I'm just going to write it down anyway. And
she's going to be mentioned several times anyway, so.
Yeah. If I don't write things down, I forget to link people. I'm trying to be good. Alrighty. Last project.
Excuse me. They feel pretty bad.
Oops, that's actually not a project. You'll see that again in a second. This one. Another Cloverbird bag. My piggy one.
Wink, wink.
Yes. This was a, I'm not going to squeal like a pig.
But I want you to. If I do this, we squeal.
You'll get scratched. So, here's my piggies.
There you go.
And, I am doing the Aloha, I guess that's how you say that.
Oh, you're keeping that in there.
The Mystery Cow by Mel of Single-Handed Knits podcast. Very fun podcast, by the way. You should check her out.
Check her out. She's great.
And I'm still doing the swatch because all the clues aren't out yet. The only thing we can do right now is a swatch. All I know is that it's a sweater.
Is it a cardigan or is it a pullover?
It's a pullover.
Pullover.
And then I need buttons. So I have buttons coming in. I'm getting wood buttons because I like wood buttons. I'm using Stonehenge Fiber Mills Shepherd's Wool in a garnet colorway. And I'm calling this a study in scarlet. We were discussing that since it's a mystery cow, we need to be listening to audiobook mysteries while we're doing it. And a bunch of people are like, oh, they're listening to different things. Mel's listening to Death on the Nile by Agatha Christie and narrated by David Suchet. I thought that was a very good idea. I was a huge Agatha Christie fan as a kid. I started reading the first book. I guess it was the Christmas I was 10. That Grandma gave me. Grandma Fernandez gave me her copy of Hercule Poirot's Christmas, and that was my first Poirot mystery, my first Agatha Christie mystery, and that started an obsession that lasted through high school. And I think I've read almost every Hercule Poirot book out there.
I think that's the best of Agatha Christie's. Even though I like Miss Marple, I like him best.
Yeah, he's very awesome. Hastings is a ding-dong, but...
definitely a ding-dong.
Yes, I'm listening to Re-Experiencing Death on the Nile. And it's funny, I remember the end vaguely, but it's uncertain. My memory's uncertain enough because it's been years since I've read it, that I'm definitely enjoying it. And Suchet is a very good narrator. when he's narrating and doing the other characters, you forget that it's Poirot who's speaking. And then when he does Hercule Poirot, you're like, yes, there's Poirot.
Definitely the definitive Poirot. Not taking anything away from Albert Finney, but
well, he's not Poirot.
Yeah.
There, you see that? It's actually swallowable. It's not like being
Mine's
boiling hot.
Cool. Mine was hotter than yours.
Your definition of cool is very odd. Anyway,
yeah, take it.
I swatched doing US 8 initially, and it didn't quite work. So I'm now. Where's my little? Did I not put a clippy thing on this? I must not have put a clippy.
You keep forgetting it. Because you said that this morning, too.
I thought I put the clippy thing on it, though. I guess I put it on my other project.
You're going to lose your stitches if you don't clip.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I have a clippy thing in here. I'll just have to move it to the middle of the cable. I'm lucky I didn't lose my stitches.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Hang on, I'm all tangled.
That's such a pretty color.
So. Oh yeah, this is actually a good representation of the color.
Just a tad dark, but almost perfect.
This is the garnet colorway, and we're supposed to be doing a swatch in the round, and this is a technique done in the round where you're just knitting, but you don't actually have to have it round. There's a YouTube video about it that's really awesome. It's very good for swatches, so you can actually get a decent measurement. Because when you purl, you use a different amount of yarn than when you just knit for when you're in the round. So that's what this messy end is. Those are my stitches that would be trailing in the back, but instead are hanging out on the left side. So, yep, there we go. That's my swatch so far. I think the US 6 is what I'm going to have to use.
It's pretty soft.
So I'm just going to throw it back in the bag. I think I have a couple more rows, actually probably like 10 more rows, before I can measure, take it off the needles and measure. It should be fine, and then I'll be able to work on other things while I'm waiting for the mystery cow to start on the 12th.
And the only other whip that I have is that square I've been trying to do for knitting, and I haven't been able to get the gauge on it, so I didn't want to bring it out. I'll bring it next week.
All right, your turn, FS.
Okay, FOs. I guess I should show Mikey first, or should I show him live?
Let's do the finish first.
I finished this first. Then go ahead. Go ahead, what?
Go ahead with that.
Okay, this is the I call it the Majesty. It's from the Plumeria Frill Shawlette pattern by Michelle B. of MyDailyFiber.com. It was given to me by Michelle from the Three Stitches podcast as, I think it's a wrap. She gave it to me. I was very nice of her. And it's a little smaller than I thought because I think I used a G hook instead of the H. Next time I'll use the H. And I ran out of yarn before I could make it a little bit bigger. But it does work. You can see that I didn't block it because I think the blocking would ruin the effect of the stitches. And I'll take it off in a second so I can show you. But it can be worn a bunch of different ways. I like it a lot. My daughter, Davina, modeled it for me for a lot of different pictures and things on my page. Actually, I think my pictures are on there now. But
yeah, I was going to say, I have pictures. Where are the tissues?
Oh, I was looking for these, too. Excuse me. But so you can see, I think if I make it with the H hook, it'll be just a little bit longer, and it will be a little bit wider. And I'll probably, next time I make it, and I will probably make it again, because I really like it. You can see the stitch definition here.
Yeah, you can.
See the stitch definition there. Has front and back post crochets in here.
That's the wrong side that you're looking at now. I think. Oh, I guess it basically looks the same.
It doesn't really matter because of the way you do the stitches. On one side you're doing the front post, and on the other side you're doing the back post. So, it's not a difficult pattern to follow. I had to figure out. I think it was the second to the last row, 16. I had to sit there and look at it. So I went, duh, that's what it means. So once I did that, I was able to finish it with no problem. Let me put this back on here. It's made, I used Never Enough Time sock yarn in the blueberry smoothie colorway. And like I said, I used the G hook.
Are you having issues?
I am having issues. But I love it. It's very, very nice, and I appreciate Michelle the gift, and I will make it again. Excuse me.
If you're done, leads on to my FO. I have completed Shades of Sherwood, which is the Golden Wife Charlotte by Marilyn Giselle Maupin. It was given to me by Michelle from 3 Stitches, did a little. I'm very happy with how it turned out.
It's gorgeous. Look at the definition on here, and that's just beautiful.
And
you can see it better on a project page. You have put it up there, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
It goes very well with my little mockingbird / mockingjay pin. So I'm very happy with how it turned out. It's wearing a shawl is a lot warmer than I thought it would be, which is nice. So I'm very happy with how this turned out. The lace section felt like it took forever. It seemed to take twice as much yarn and twice as much time as the normal stockinette part. But it was well worth the effort.
It's really pretty. She wore it to church the other day. It was so pretty.
And no one noticed, which was sad. But you were reading. I just finished blogging.
We also didn't go to the right mass.
Yeah.
We normally go 5 p.m. because of her schedule. But because of the stuff that we were doing on Saturday, we couldn't get from Winchester back to Front Royal in time for mass. So we went to the 7 a.m.
The people behind us, who usually sit behind us, would have noticed.
They would have noticed. They're very nice. Okay. I finished Mikey. And Mikey is in my, Minnie's my bag. Lois's owl bag. That's where he's living at the moment. It's Mikey. And I'm happy with him. I still need to work a little bit more.
He's not fully on the screen.
No, I know. I just want to. His embroidery for his face is a little bit off, but I love him. I think he's cute. I love him to pieces. His little smile's a little crooked. He's a little crooked and a little bit close to his nose, but that's okay. I can fix that later. But I'm so happy with this. It's such a sturdy little toy. I love him to pieces. He's mine. I love him. He's adorable. Lauren, I can't thank you enough for giving this to me. He's so adorable, and I can't wait to make another one, although I'll have to wait for a little while because I have other things I have to do. But thank you very much. I love him.
He's very cute.
Oh, I used, I think I used an H hook, and I used Knit Picks yarn. Knit Picks orange. It's the Bravo worsted. Orange, black. I think this is just a cream. I'm not sure what it's called, but that's what I used to make it. And the Suncatcher eyes.
You're talking about him. You keep pushing him off screen while you're talking about him.
I love him. Okay, so back he goes back. He says bye. He loves everybody. Bye. Bye. Okay.
So I'm not going to share what I said on air.
Yes, you were bad. Okay. Do you have any FOs now?
No, I only had the one FO.
Okay.
And you have so much more stash enhancement than I do, so you're going to start.
Okay.
Yeah. You had a birthday, so.
Yeah, I had a birthday, in case you didn't know that already. People were very generous and nice about my birthday. I got several patterns.
I get to start one bag at a time?
Yeah, I'm going to start one bag at a time. Where's my pattern bag? Oh. I think this might be it. No, why do I have this bag out? I do not know why I have this bag out. This is my Lois Monet bag, and it should not be out right now because it doesn't have anything for me to show you. Okay, it's in here. This is my Lois. This is my bag. Gnome. Lazy gnome, I think is what she calls it, but there's only one lazy gnome on here. So I think that they're pretty industrious. But anyway.
And she's had this bag for a while.
I have. Now this is going to go into my thank yous. We're not going to be quite as regimented and rigid in our ways of, this is happening now, this is happening now, thank yous, this, that, or the other thing. No, we're just going to go with the flow and see how that works. Anyway, so I got these patterns. Ty, I'm gonna smack you one.
You already did.
All right, I got these patterns for my birthday. They were given to me as gifts. So I'm gonna thank you on going ahead and doing these stash enhancements. Okay. This one, the first two were from Talia, and this is how I received these. These are how the order I received them. Okay, so Talia gave me the it's from Gleeful Things. It's a snail crochet pattern. And I think it's just adorable. It's so cute. She also gave me the Fisher Lovebird Amigurumi pattern, and this is by Chua Love, who we absolutely love her patterns. This one I'd like to do maybe for the Autism Cal, because it's bright colored. And she's happy. Thank you very much, Talia. My next thank you stash enhancement goes out to Casey from Tangerine. She's Tangerine 8 from Tangerine Designs. And she gave me the Phoenix mitts for my birthday, which I absolutely love. I put them on my wish list, I think 2 weeks ago, and Casey was very generous in her birthday gift, and she bought it for me, so I really appreciate it. I can't wait to make these. They're so pretty. So that's that. Dawn, who is Knit and Wool, gifted me one of, what is T.O.? I'm sorry, Dawn, who is Knit and Wool, gave to me for my birthday T.O., the Tiny Owl crochet pattern. This is by Lauren, London Crochet, who I love her patterns. I've already done, what, 1 or 2 of her patterns?
I think you only know 1.
Maybe it's just the one. But I think I have all of her crochet patterns now. I don't know if you can see it. The light's a little off. But it's the cutest little owl pattern. And you can see it on her pattern pages. And then Lisa, who is, I think it's El Leavid. I'm sorry, Lisa, I don't know quite how to pronounce that. But she gave me the Riga scarf by 11 Handmade, which I absolutely love. I've wanted forever. I had gotten the yarn, and I told Lisa when I wrote her a thank you note that I was just waiting on buying the pattern, and she filled in that piece for me, so I can't wait to get started on that. It looks gorgeous. It has lace and cables, and looks like it has broomstick lace and all kinds of stuff on it, so that'll be fun. That'll be fun. And then Lauren, Lemnit Crochet. She's the one who gave me the last crochet pattern I needed of hers at the moment. And she gave that to me for her birthday. Oswald.
For her birthday, huh?
For my birthday. Oswald, the Lucky Monster crochet pattern. And he's so cute. He's tiny, and he's just adorable. He would make... Yes, I know Christmas is not for another year, but he'd make a great stocking stuffer. Or he'd make a great Halloween you know, little thing, but I think he's adorable. It looks like he's drooling. Which makes me think of baby. It is his tooth, but it makes me think like he's a little baby. He's adorable. It's just cute, and it makes him even more lovable to think that he might be drooling. I love him, Lauren. Thank you very much. So those were my pattern stash enhancements / thank yous. There will be more thank yous later, but I wanted to. I have a whole bunch. Do you want me to go on, or do you have more?
Let me start with my.
Okay.
Let me clip this off at this back. My stash enhancements.
Yay,
Number
pretty.
1 is I couldn't resist. I tell myself this is for the autism awareness Cal, and that's why I needed it.
But I almost picked that up, but I was good.
This is the bag by Cloverbird. It has a bunch of frogs. It's very similar to my cat one that Davina picked up for my birthday. But it's got very much colorfulness. Very awesome inside.
Pretty blue inside.
Yes. I'm going to start this project at some point during the knit along.
And that's going to be in the bright colors?
It will be in the bright colors.
The pink one, yeah.
Let me find the pattern. I think I've showed this too. Actually, I don't think I have showed it.
You might not have.
Okay, so here is the front of the shawl. This is from Jane Austen Knits. So there's the front of the
There you go.
There's the front of the shawl, and it ties around the back like so. Very, what?
Pretty. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Very old-fashioned. Not something you think, oh wow, bright colors. But this is what I'm using.
Yes, that'll be great.
It probably won't leave the house, but
it wasn't meant to.
It wasn't really meant to. It was meant to be I'm not going to knock over other people's drinks with my blanket I'm wearing around my shoulders like a shawl to keep myself warm. I'll make actual shawls for that. So,
I got distracted by shawls or stools or whatever that was.
So that is all ready and waiting in my froggy bag.
Yeah, I have a bag that I am getting from Cloverbird that I haven't quite picked yet. I'm waiting for it, and it's going to be colorful too, but it's not there yet. Okay, let me see here. I'm kind of going through birthday stash enhancements right now. I have a ton of stuff for my birthday. This bag was gifted to me from Talia. It is absolutely huge. It's from Slip Stitch Studios?
Yes, it's Slip Studios.
Slip Stitch Studios. It's huge. I mean, I've got a ton of stuff in here, as you will see in a minute.
I forgot how large it was. I bought it eons ago
and most of these gifts...
I actually bought it for Christmas.
A lot of these gifts are from Talia. Some of them, Talia held them back for Christmas for my birthday because she kind of went crazy.
Because I was buying throughout the year, saving it up.
These are 3 skeins of No Makers yarn in the fingering sock weight. Are they all sparkly?
They're all sparkly.
They're all sparkly. 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina in the Nomi Night, the Candy Cane, and the To Be Jolly. Now, I thought, I love Nomi Night. I love it a lot. I kept seeing coming up every so often. I was like, okay, I'll get that. Candy Cane disappeared, and I got very upset because I wanted that one. I wanted this one. And this
now, a warning about Candy Cane. When, what's her name?
Amanda?
No. When Girlfriend's Knitting.
Call Shirley.
When she was working this up, she said it's not self-striping. So it's more of a variegated kind of thing.
That's fine.
Just so you're aware that it's not going to stripe.
Stripe, yeah. Okay, that's good to know. But I think I have an idea what I want to use my Nomi Nights for. Not sure about the other 2, but I'll figure it out. I mean, just maybe I will make one of these 2 or both into Christmas shawls or something. I don't know. It's just, I'm so excited about this. I wanted these yarns. I looked at them and I never picked them up. So I thank Talia for that. My daughter Davina bought me this, and I think I'm going to use this. There's a cowl going on with Sock Bunny. And I forget, didn't fit, and I forget who the other person is, it's the other group that's doing it. They're doing a science fiction cowl. And
where my pen
this yarn is the Child of Serenity?
Yeah, Child of
Serenity colorway.
Which is, of course, River Tam.
River Tam from Firefly.
Where is my pen?
I don't know.
Ah, there it is.
I don't know if you can see the colors. It's got purple and pink.
And if you're familiar with River, she tends to wear either like a pinkish color or purplish color. And her boots, she wears these black combat boots.
And there's a little white in there to kind of break things up. I think this will be really pretty. I might do the fingerless mitts with that. I'm not sure. I've got so many different color possibilities for that particular pattern. But I also have a lot of fingerless mitts.
But you do wear them. So.
I do wear them, yes.
Because you wear your crocheted ones everywhere.
Now this,
It's Charlie. I have Charlie.
Charlie is a can't think of
Boston Terrier?
Yeah, but no, the tape measure.
Oh.
The tape measure. So I'm really happy about that. And was it you or Davina who got me the eyes?
I did.
These are...
I got you Charlie, too.
Yes, you did. I told them that. Is this... I think these are 12 millimeter.
I forget.
Well, it says,
I got them.
It says 12.
Okay, well then it's...
So these are...
Because they're definitely not 22s.
Glass eyes online. And they're 12 millimeters, which will be really good for some of my smaller patterns that I'm going to be doing. And then Talia bought me some stitch markers. She was laughing at me because I kept saying that I wanted stitch markers, and she kept laughing at me. I just didn't understand why my daughter was laughing at me. So,
well, you didn't realize you were even laughing.
But anyway, mother knows. She bought me these beautiful Nativity stitch markers that Lois had on her site. Knitting's My Bag, her Etsy site. But she's not on Etsy anymore.
No, it was on her Etsy site.
It was on her Etsy site. I think she has both sites open right now. I think she's on something called car something or other. I don't remember. But I think it says how to get there on her Facebook page. So these are, you can't really see, but they're metal, metal I think you see
They're all
sheep.
like turned the wrong way around.
Yeah, no matter which way I do it, it turns. It seems to be. There you go. Maybe
There's baby,
a little bit, baby
a little
Jesus.
bit.
Yeah. And the funny thing was, Talia bought me one. There were two in there of the Nativity. Sorry, I have spatial issues. And a little note from Lois that said, "I included a set for your mom."
I enclosed. I guess it is included.
Included a set for your mom. So Lois, thank you for the extra gift. I really appreciate it. It's a beautiful set of stitch markers. She knows how much I like these kind of things.
Sent a note to her when I had ordered it. This is a birthday gift for my mom. It's just,
yeah, you can see it here. Here's the note. This is a birthday gift for my mom. For Lady Lady Fernico. So she knew, and she sent me the extra one for a gift, and I appreciate that very much. I did not know about it until now because that's when I received it yesterday. So
and I didn't know about it until she unwrapped it because Lois had wrapped it for me. I was like, oh, that's cool. She wrapped it, and I didn't really register what the note was about because I got it ready like seconds before Mom was going to open presents.
Lois not only does terrific bags and other items, she's a really super sweet person. So if you need bags or you need stitch markers or you like BAMs or whatever, check her out. Check out her website. Check out her podcast site. Not podcast.
BAM stand for? Bag a month?
Bag a month, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So she very, very sweet lady, very good at what she does. So check her out. She's really good. And that is what's in this particular bag. More stash enhancements to come, I promise.
Okay, so that leads me on to my next stash enhancement.
Wait, hold on, I got one more enhancement.
Oh, I see.
I do have one.
It never ended.
It's the never-ending bag.
Never-ending bag.
This is the geek out portion. My daughter Davina gave me this.
And this is done by Dancing
Sheep, which I thought was Dancing Sheep Dyeworks for some reason, but it's not.
Because that's totally
darn.
Okay, does it not look like Chewie is chopping on a violin?
It's not. It's a crossbow.
He's chewing on a violin. Doesn't it look like that?
But this is just great. I love Yoda, and he's right in the center here. And I love
Chewie's like, rah, 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 violin, rah.
This is just great. I have another Star Wars one, but it's not. It's got Luke and it's got the people. This is more the characters, the non-people characters. Chewie and the robots, the droids, and Yoda and things like that. Make sure there's nothing in here before I turn it over to Tom.
Non-human. They are people.
Non-human.
What? Well, people is just sentient.
No, people are people.
You sat on me.
This came with my bag, this little mini scheme. And then this.
Because you would say, like, the people of Mars or something. That wouldn't necessarily mean that they're human.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess. But, let me put this in here so I can show you what I want to show you.
You would even say they were peopled by Martians. It was peopled by Martians.
That's a different usage, but yeah. Oh, and that brings us to raveled versus unraveled.
Okay, seriously?
Let me show the bag while you're talking.
Ravel is a stupid word. Okay, well maybe Ravel isn't. If you're gonna have...
Explain the context. Now we like Ravelry and Unravel. It has nothing to do with that, okay?
She said that something was coming raveled, and I'm like, no,
excuse the crinkling.
It's coming unraveled because it's becoming undone. And she's like, well, ravel means that it's coming undone. I'm like, well, that's stupid. Let me look it up. I'm sure you're wrong. And I looked it up, and it has the exact same meaning, ravel and unravel. Yeah. So that's dumb. Why would you have
to unravel? To unravel, which means to ravel. I don't know.
If you in the English language, if you something, it means to undo it, to make not the way it was. So to not ravel should be, if unravel is to make undone, to ravel should logically be to twist, but it's not. So it's stupid.
There. It's nice.
It's not logical.
This is my bag that I told you I ordered from Casey. I was able to snag one of Casey's Tangerine 8 Designs, one of her bigger on the inside bags. Here it is, Michelle and Catherine.
Oh, hey, Mom, that's the most recent doctor on there.
Yes, and I think that's for the steampunk thing.
Yeah, it's the most recent doctor on there. This is his bow tie.
This is, you can see the little pin that came with it. It's bigger on the inside pin. The TARDIS TARDIS?
TARDIS.
Yeah. I'm not very familiar with Doctor Who, so...
But you like the bag.
But I like the bag, and I like the concept of bigger on the inside. I'm trying to open this because Casey really wrapped it very nicely, and I don't want to mess up the paper and the pretty bow. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. There it is. My Tangerine 8 design, Tangerine design, bigger on the inside bag, and it is bigger on the inside, I think, to answer your question, Michelle. Or was it Lindsay, I forget, or Catherine, one of them asked me. There's a pretty inside.
You're having issues today.
I do have issues. I like my bag. It's so pretty.
Well, I wasn't saying you have aiming issues with the
I
camera.
do. I already talked about that. So anyway, that's my Tangerine 8 design, bigger on the inside. Tangerine Designs. I keep saying Tangerine 8 because she has Tangerine 8 as her plurk.
Oh, that's also her
name.
Etsy shop thing, because I guess there's another Tangerine Design.
Yeah, so
Etsy
I keep calling it Tangerine 8. It's actually Tangerine Designs. She makes fantastic bags as well, so check her out if you need a bag. Especially, she just developed a really huge bag. I think it's bigger than this one even, and I think she sold out of them already. So check her out, her Etsy shop, which is Tangerine 8 Designs. Okay, I think that's everything in this bag. Talia, it's your turn.
Okay, so the next thing I wish to talk about, I guess I'll just switch to studios, my Dpn holders. I only had 2 Dpn holders. Wow, there's like this brilliance of light right here. So this is Dpn holder number 1. It's just some sheepies, which are cute. Just makes it easier when I'm making socks. I like this one. Really struck my fancy for some reason. It's just a bunch of knitted stitches.
So that's my least favorite, I think. But it is pretty.
It would have been even cooler if it was knitted stitches on one end and then the back end the purled end.
Oh yeah. I like that knitted crochet.
And then the cupcakes.
I like that.
Which have a little bit of sparkle. Yeah, they have a little bit of sparkle.
I like that one. It's cute. They're all cute, but I like that one. I like the sheep one too.
I think this one is actually my favorite.
I even like this one too. I would love her
very
to
unique.
Find one that's crocheted. Knit's good too.
But yeah, it's Lipstick Studio, and she makes a very good product.
Yes, she does. I love her bag here.
Okay, your turn.
Okay.
I don't do the trade yet. We'll do the trade together.
This is Nicole. The what?
The trade with you together.
Oh, okay.
Did you bring your trade?
Yeah, it's here. Yeah, it's here. Okay. This is my Cloverbird bag.
Where is that light coming from?
I think it's...
I have to figure out which window that's coming from, because that's
over there probably. This is my Cloverbird bag.
If this eases up a bit.
Yes.
Okay.
This is from Cloverbird, the Cloverbird, and I love her bags. She's wonderful. You can check her out on Etsy. And in my Cloverbird bag, I have my Knit Pick interchangeable needles that I got for my birthday from my husband.
Because she's thinking about really getting serious about her knitting now.
So he bought them for me. He also got me a Kindle Fire, complete with keyboard and stylus and everything. The story behind this was he got this for Christmas, this particular one, and he didn't like it.
Well, he liked it, but he found it to be too much of a time
It was too much of a distraction for him. He didn't like the way it was making him waste his time. So he saw Talia was using hers for her patterns and things and thought that I would really like this. So he asked me if I wanted to do that. And I said, that's a pretty expensive gift. We need to make sure that you get something comparable. So I made him go online. He wanted a camera. So he found a digital Canon camera. It looks like an old-fashioned Canon, you know, with the viewfinder and everything.
It's more professional than your typical digital.
Yeah, it's very nice looking. And he got the case and everything. And that was an even trade for all the stuff he gave me. The stylus, the pad, the case with the keyboard and everything was pretty much an even trade. So this is what he gave me. And it's all set up. I'm learning how to put my patterns and stuff on it from Ravelry and all that. And I really like it. I'm still learning how to use it. I just got it yesterday, but I think it's going to come in very helpful, very handy.
No, it's not Unravelry, it's Ravelry.
It's Ravelry, not Unravelry. Although theoretically speaking, it should be the same.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now, do you have anything else, or can I do this real quick? Are we just doing the shared one, or?
Oh, I have a magazine, but...
Okay, no, go ahead. I'll do that after the magazine.
Wait, do you have two things?
No, I just have this, and then this is our thing from Cloverbird.
Okay. Okay, that was that. Okay. Actually, the switching back and forth works pretty well.
Yeah, I like it better that way, because I thought we were going to be a lot longer than we are. I mean, we still have the autism thing to go through, but...
Okay, so... I mentioned last time that
and this is a thank you, too.
This is a thank you as well. I had seen on Facebook something about Simply Knitting having a bird pattern. I was like, ooh, I need to pick up this magazine. I was at work at the time, so I couldn't just pick it up. I was taking a quick break, very quick. Might have even been a bathroom break. I have
too much information.
Well, didn't want it to sound like I was just sitting there checking my cell phone in a patient's room or something. So it was a very quick break, and look at her twitch for no reason. And I saw this magazine, and I was like, oh, I need to get it. Because of the bird pattern, and one of my writing friends / Facebook friends was like, oh, hey, I have that magazine, let me send this to you. And I was like, sweet, cool, thank you. What I didn't realize is that she's in Ireland. She sent me this from Ireland. So the thing that I actually got it for, I haven't seen anything here.
Some pretty things.
This is really cool.
Show the thing that you want to show.
I got distracted because there's things like gifts for mom. This is so
it's
British.
We lived in Britain for 4.5 years. It's very British. I think Denise would get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so it's
so they're kind of like the knitted version of Tualoves.
The songbirds.
Aren't they pretty?
And it sounds like you do stuff with like hairspray and
hairspray.
Yeah, it's like
probably to stiffen it.
To stiffen certain things, and it says something about using a colored pencil at one point. I guess to make the color change a little bit more subtle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure whether or not I'll do the color pencil thing. But they're
they're very pretty.
Very, very pretty birds. And she said that when she saw it, she immediately thought of me, and so she saw that I wanted it, she was amazing and just sent it my way. And I haven't looked at any of the other things.
I mean, you don't have permission to give out her name or anything.
No, I don't.
What is that crochet book? Simply Crocheted. Huh.
Yeah.
It's the same people that do this.
Yes. So I haven't looked at any other patterns in here yet, but I'm very excited about the birds.
We like birds.
Yes, we
do. In case you didn't guess.
I'm not giving out her name because I would have to let her know that there was this podcast, and I can't let her know that because as soon as I get a bunch of things off the needles and work through the project I have in bags, I want to start one of these and I want to send it to her. And I can't have her knowing this.
No, it has to be a surprise.
So,
because she's a really nice person.
She totally didn't have to do that. Ooh, cable jacket.
All right, you need to close the book now so we can get through it.
Okay, I just want to see the... That's pretty.
It is pretty.
It's very bulky, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, it gets cold in you.
True. So, yes. I have my English-Irish magazine now. I didn't realize at the time that it was English-Irish. So... Oh my gosh, this is so British. World exclusive interview with Shaun the Sheep.
I love it.
Isn't that so British?
I love it. And look at the way Shaun is spelled.
Yes.
Yes.
I found myself spelling honor with a U the other day.
Yes. Every once in a while. I did that with color the other day.
Well, because if you think about it, I learned to spell in England.
Yes, but I taught you American.
But the books I would have read,
some of them anyway, yeah.
Like I the longest time I didn't know how to spell color or words like that because I couldn't remember.
It was confusing. Now, we said that we had gone to Hobby Lobby, which we did, and I got some yarn there. Not too much. I just got 5 skeins of yarn to help round out the squares I'm doing for all the what do you call it? Taya.
Ow.
Anyway, for the different block things I'm supposed to be doing, I also ordered from Knit Picks because I was given that wonderful pattern by Michelle for the autism awareness cowl that we're doing.
Do you need assistance? Do you require assistance?
I probably do, but there we go. I ordered primary colors in the Knit Picks Bravo worsted. I looked at the pattern that Michelle gave me, and it's supposed to need 8, if you're using worsted yarn, 8 grams of yarn for each square, if I'm not mistaken. And this has 100 grams, I think it is. I can't, of course, the thing is right on the... I believe this is 100 grams each skein. And I picked up red, yellow, purple, orange, and green. And I have blue on the wait list because it's out of stock and they won't have it till April. I figure that I'll get, if that's right, approximately 8 to 10 pieces out of each skein, and I think that'll be plenty. If not, I know where to get it. Bravo worsted is inexpensive. It's $2.99 a skein. So that is basically what that's it for my stash enhancements, except for the one that Ty and I have to show you together.
Before that point, I feel like I'm one of the merry men.
or if you put this here, you could be one of the elves.
Yes, it's true. But right now, I feel like one of the merry men.
I want to be a merry man. I want to be a merry man.
I need, like, a bow and arrow or
I want to be a merry man.
But that's what I feel like right now, because of the different shades of green.
It's great.
I feel like one of the merry men. And this is called Shades of Sherwood. So, anyway.
Okay. Sorry. Now, oh, that's right. Yeah.
We'll start with you, because that's how it started.
Okay. I'm not sure how it started.
Well, you were looking for something. You were looking for Malabrigo for those mitts.
Right. I was thinking about. No, I was looking for Malabrigo for mitts to see if it was lace weight or what it was. It is the one
because you were talking about picking up Malabrigo at Never Enough Yarn.
Yeah. Which
Did you bring that with you?
What?
The Malabrigo? Okay, it's in this bag.
It's in here. Yeah. Anyway, Ty and I, the long and short of it is, Ty had 2 Malabrigos in her stash that she found out she didn't need to use. And these are both my colors. I love these. They're absolutely terrific.
When I picked them up, it was back when I first started. Yeah.
Sorry.
When I first started.
So you can see this is Solus and this is
Caberino.
Cabaret. Something to do with Caribbean. Caberino. And this is
Carabino.
And this is Solus.
I picked it up back when I first started knitting, thinking, oh, I'll make socks or something out of it. I wasn't really sure what I would make. I picked up, with a vague idea of socks. I came to realize upon working socks that I like a little more variation with socks, like a striping or something that's like bam, so I don't get bored with the sock pattern. And this is just simply, it's very beautiful, but they simply are not bam enough.
I love them, but I won't use them for socks. I will use them for shawls. So, and I was thinking this is a little heavier, but it gets thinner. It's like it's thick and thin. This one's more thin. I went to the store to Never Enough Yarn, hoping to match this one with two others to make my hitchhiker. They didn't have this one in stock, so I ended up because I wanted to make the mitts that I showed you, Casey's mitts, out of this, and I may still do that. Because, in fact, I will still do that because I went to Never Enough Yarn and picked up 2 more of that. Okay, and that was my stash enhancement from there, along with some scissors and.
Did she wind up both for you?
No, she just did one. I told her she didn't need to do both because we had
winders.
I got that, and I got another because I thought I was gonna have to wait, and I didn't have anything to do. So they printed off my hitchhiker, which she bought so they could do. She didn't have to, as it turned out.
I guess I'm just gonna end up making a hitchhiker at some point.
Yeah, we'll both make a hitchhiker. But anyway, so that is.
Maybe I'll make the hitchhiker out of that.
You have to show
Gel Magic.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. But you said you want to show what you got from me.
So when we did our trade, could you hold up the other parties involved?
The parties of the first and second part and third and fourth part.
So I gave her those, and she was like, "Well, I can't just let you give me yarn." I'm like, "Why not?" She's like, "Because I can't with my stash."
Well, it's too expensive. And
I was like, "Sure, whatever. I'm not going to argue too much. I get yarn that works, especially since I'm about to go on a yarn diet for Lent."
Me too.
And so I am trying to get as much as I can. Hang on, I'm tying.
And these hurt, especially this blue one hurt. But I knew that, she needed to, I will get more from her later.
So this first one is
Chaotic Yarns.
Oh, this isn't actually the one I want to trade. I forgot I had this yard as a stash enhancement. I think this is the first one I took from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you didn't go through the other one.
No, actually, it was this one because I had two different kinds. I have another one like this in my Knit Picks trio pack that came, the tonals that came. One of them was very, very similar to that.
So let me steal this one. This is Wild Hair.
Which is awesome.
And it is duet fingering. The color is Dyed and Gone to Heaven.
Which is absolutely gorgeous.
So it's very beautiful.
It's a little more purple on the screen than it is in real life.
It's very close to it.
But it's very close.
And then the other one is from Chaotic Yarns.
Which I've shown before. You should recognize it.
It's 490 yards. It's very hard for her to give this up. And it's Untamed on the Rebellious sock base.
And I've already been talking to Beth because I want to know when she's going to get. She does a very generous skein, and she does a very good job.
So very awesome.
And this is actually more of a teal than blue.
Yeah, it is. It's showing up more blue than it is in reality.
Which is gorgeous.
And I forgot to do my stash enhancements in that. I forgot this was not a trade. This is in fact a stash enhancement.
And that's really pretty.
I also got this in Never Enough yarn, and the color is Huckleberry.
I forgot to pick
Huckleberry.
That up, yeah. Huckleberry Hound. And that's coming up really a lot more purple.
Yes.
It's got a lot of purple in it, but you can't see all the pink and the red and the blue in there.
It's quite there. That's a little more real.
Yeah, tad. There you go. That's good. It's still not quite, but it's close. It's just beautiful, and that would be really good for the cow too.
Yes, it would be. So this will be awesome for socks.
Okay, we're running a little late, so we better get a move on here.
Okay. Oh wow. So we need to talk about the cow.
Okay, the cow is going to be starting on.
Did you start the thread?
I didn't have a chance to start the chatter thread. I'll do that when I get off. I'm going to start the chatter thread in the next
Get on top of it. This is your baby.
Day or two.
This is your baby. You're supposed to be on top of this.
I'm going to get the chatter thread started in a day or two for this cow. It is going to begin officially on February 15th. And it will go until April 30th, whenever Talia, who's up later than I am, closes it. It'll be either the April 30th or May 1st.
Yeah, it depends on whether or not I'm at work.
Right. And so you'll have almost 8 weeks to do this, and you may start it now, but nothing that's been started before February 1st.
It could be a project that started
February 1st. Okay?
Which means I can start my Superman as soon as I finish watching.
So you can start any project that meets the requirements, has 3 bright colors or more, is knitted or crocheted, and has not been started before February 1st, and is finished by April 30th and posted.
Now, we don't have permission yet for you to use the stuff that you use for ours, for Lauren's.
We haven't talked about that yet. Hold on, don't go there yet. I need to talk one more thing first, and then we can go to Lauren. Michelle, we are going to be double dipping with Michelle. Yeah, it's fine to double dip with if you join her podcast.
Well, because ours is actually together.
Because we're doing it together, we will be double dipping with her and working with her.
Yes, this is not just a Penhook and Needles knit along.
It's a dual.
It's a dual knit along with 3 Stitches podcast.
Right. It is. It's my baby, but we asked them to do it with us
because we really wanted them.
Because we really wanted them to, and they were very gracious and said yes. So please, support their group as well, and double your chances to win something. What else was I going to say about this? Hold on, let me just check my notes because I am. Okay. Oh, I was going to say I'm going to also post suggestions, not what you must use as patterns. You can use whatever you want.
And look at my cue for autism.
Mine too. I have a cue for autism as well.
Well, I actually was talking to you, but to Mom.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Well, you were talking kind of.
I was looking at you.
But you always look at me. Anyway. Okay, look at my, I'll look at her cue. We will post potential projects. You don't have to do any or all of them. You can do whatever you want as long as they meet the other criteria and they are knitted or crocheted. We are
Because the patterns that we might find might not be something you want to wear.
exactly. We mentioned
We
mentioned already the puzzle pieces pattern that Michelle gave me. That if you decide to go with that one as one of your projects, some of the proceeds do go to, I believe is it Autism Speaks or Autism Awareness? Anyway, it goes to one of the autism awareness groups. We do have. I'm so excited. We have a thank you here. 2 very big thank yous. When I asked anyone who wanted to do donations, no obligation necessary. Last podcast. I didn't really expect such a quick response.
Or any, really.
Or any. I was hoping that we'd get a response, and you guys just never disappoint. It's just, I was really blown away by the generosity of these people. The first person to respond to us was Lois from Knitting My Bag, and she's going to provide a small project bag.
Did she say small? Or
she did say, because the fabric she's using is only enough for a
That's
small.
right, because she actually has the autism
fabric puzzle pieces fabric. So it's a small bag, but it's typical Lois quality. It's going to be fantastic. I'm really excited about that. So Lois was the first one to answer our call for donations, so we really appreciate that. And the second person was Cloverbird, which is Melissa. And she is also fantastic. She gifted us 2 bags, and she rushed them out. She did not have them made yet. She asked me, we've been in conversation, she asked me what I wanted in the bags. I said, bright colors, use whatever, we want to be happy. I said, use your creativity. She rushed them out, sent them in the mail, and they came in today.
She was excited. She wanted them to be on the podcast.
She wanted them to be on the podcast, and I'm so happy they are here. Take a look at these. Ty, you want to hold up one?
Oh, you took the one I wanted to hold.
Oh, I love them both. I love them both. This is Snoopy, and this is the Owls. This is her, I think it's her sock bag.
This is her sock bag.
I love her sock bag. It's bigger than a sock bag, though. It's
the same size as...
Yeah, it's a little bigger than a sock bag. I think it could fit a... yeah, well, that's the same person who did it, right?
Yeah.
I think you can even fit a scarf in here or something.
And I love her bag.
So this... Don't.
I'm showing.
Okay.
What do you think I was doing?
I didn't want you to close it.
I'm not.
Okay, and this is the big one that she does, and this is her owls, which I think is just gorgeous.
Look at the grumpy green one.
There's a grumpy green one. Look at his eyes. He's just like glaring at you. I just love it.
That one right there.
Yeah, and then you can see inside it's green, and it's got pockets, 1 large pocket and a...
And this one has pockets in it too.
2 side pockets. So 1 large and 2 small pockets. And this is from Cloverbird. And she wrote a really, really nice note.
It's a Snoopy note.
It is a Snoopy note. Thank you. She's thanking me. And Todd, we are thanking her. She says, thank you both for allowing me to contribute to the
K-A-L.
I hope I picked happy colors that you like. Have a great day.
You
Melissa,
did a very good job,
did an
Melissa.
awesome job. It's perfect.
I want this bag.
Yeah, I want that
we
bag.
will be giving it to you all.
We'll be giving it to you all, but Melissa may get an order. I mean, I have a standing order with Melissa that I'm not sure what I want yet. She's going to tell me what
But look at Snoopy hugging Woodstock.
It's just so perfect.
So cute. It's very happy.
It's so adorable. Give it back. It's not yours. Give it back. Give it back. Now. There we go. So it was very awesome. I'm very excited about both donors. We thank you so much, because we can't give
These
prizes.
are my colors.
Yes, they're both my colors.
My colors.
Fine. It will be in good shape when you get it. I promise.
That's why she's keeping it.
Ty will not be using it. It will be in good shape when you.
It won't even be lightly used.
It will be kept in the bag until it is delivered.
Yes.
But both Lois and...
But I am very jealous of the winner.
I am too. Lois and Melissa, thank you very much.
Both of you.
We cannot do prizes like this without the generosity of donors, such as Lois and Melissa. So we really, truly...
Yes, I'm still paying off my college bills.
Yes, and I am. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And that is Oh, I'm sorry. I think I said everything about the autism awareness. We will start officially the 15th.
We will, like, if you do something, if you were doing something for Lawrence, we don't mind Lawrence.
Yes, yes. I haven't spoken to Lauren.
Lauren?
Lauren.
Who's Loris?
I haven't spoken to Lauren of Lemnick Crochet yet, but you may, as far as we're concerned, you may use your projects from RCal in Lawrence. We need to speak to Lauren.
I think that's what we need to speak about. It's
right. I'm sorry. Yes, you may use hers for ours. Yes, hers for ours. If you're doing her rare diseases, please look into that. If you feel called to do that.
She's doing the rare diseases with the same three bright colors.
With the 3 bright colors, the same basic criteria. If you feel that it fits both criteria, please feel free to use whatever you use for hers that meets our criterion in ours. That's perfectly acceptable.
I mean, you can still be a member of our group.
Yeah, still be a member of our group. But
and a member of her group as well.
Right. The usual
suspects?
Yes. The usual provisos are in force here. But so I will have more information on the board later.
And hopefully we'll be able to get hold of Lauren.
And find out if that's okay. I'm sure it will be. She's usually good about that, but I want to ask her first to make sure it's okay with her.
I think hers starts today.
I think hers started February 1st.
Okay.
I think it started February 1st. So I will ask her to put a little announcement on her board, and then it can go from there.
And if you, she's doing a raffle for rare diseases. If you want to do a donation for this particular rare disease that her friend Josh died of, you can donate, or you can buy some of the special yarn. Take a look and see that besides the knit along, there is a raffle for donations for research into this particular disease.
You can buy yarn from Cyber Craft Room. Is it
Cyborg Craft Room? I think.
She has yarn sets. I think she still has them.
Yeah.
She has
on a sparkle base and a normal base.
And on a normal base, she has the 20 range, the $20 range. I think it's 22 or 23 for the non-sparkle and 24 or something like that for the sparkle base, with 2 stitch markers of the colorway they're using. Beautiful colorway. And then a $30 one that has a $30 set that has the yarn, I think the 2 and then a 5 stitch marker set, I think it is, and then some little goodies. So, and if you buy for every $5 that you spend, you'll get a raffle ticket as long as you contact Lauren.
I don't think you get the stitch markers for the 21.
No, it's a 2. You get a 2. There's 2 stitch markers in there.
Is there?
Yeah,
okay.
1 or 2, because I was looking at it. It is a set.
Okay.
Yeah. But check it out. Check out the site to make sure I'm giving you the right information.
And there's also a what's her name's doing a bag for it? Birdleg Bags.
Birdleg Bags.
Doing
right
a design with
Josh's turtles.
Lauren's friend Josh, before he died, he wanted to work with Pixar, and he did several designs. And they're going to use one of his designs, or a couple of his designs, for these bags.
Right.
So if you like the box bags, we're not particularly fond of box bags. That's why we don't use them. We don't like our yarn catching on zippers.
Right. But her bags are very good, and they're very roomy.
Everyone talks about how roomy her bags are. Everyone talks about the fact that they love her bags. So if you like zipper box bags, check her out.
From what we understand, she's one of the best for the box bags. So take a look if that's what you like. The other thing is,
and it goes for a cause.
Yes, it does. And Cybercraft. Sorry, I know I'm Cyborg Craft Room, something like that. I can't remember. I'm sorry. The Etsy shop. I believe that her other yarns that are above like $10.
It was like $3.
They put $1 or $3 or whatever it is. They put a percentage of whatever's up there for Josh's fund. I think that's through February. I think.
Yeah, something like that.
So you just check them out if you feel called to do that.
So that's all that I can think of. We plugged everyone we wanted to plug. Did you have more thank yous?
Yeah, my writing was basically non-existent. Thank yous. Melissa, we did, and we did Lois. So, and I already did my pattern people. Oh, I did want to thank everybody who wished me a happy birthday on Ravelry. I appreciate it. I had lots of love on Plurk. And I had love on Ravelry as well, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And we are way over time.
I do apologize.
It's all her presents.
I got gifts. Oh, I forgot to say, my husband gave me a lamp for my birthday.
Which doesn't sound particularly crafterly at first.
Right, but it's one of those lamps that you can put anywhere you want, and it's got like a bendable, not a head, but a neck. And on the end of it has a magnifying glass and a light. And you don't have to use the magnifying glass if you don't want to, but it lights up. 'Cause I have a hard time seeing. Our house is very dark, and my eyes aren't particularly good. So I can't see especially the darker stitches or the small stitches. So my husband got me this, and he had to send it back to Amazon to replace it because it had a scratch. But it is coming back. Amazon's going to replace it. And
who knows, you might start cross-stitching.
I might start cross-stitching again, and I might start sewing. So I'm excited about that.
Alrighty, that's all I can think of for now.
Butterflies.
No complaints from you because I just rolled out of bed. So
butterflies.
I mean,
flying pigs.
You can't complain when you've been up and I'm just rolled out of bed.
I can do whatever I want.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next week. I hope you enjoyed your tea and have a happy week of knitting, crocheting,
and whatever makes you happy. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye.